having a good weekend. I'm popping in just to do my live in 5, and I'm doing it on how to stay healthy this winter. One of the things that I've recently been sent is a brochure from the NHS saying about all the different symptoms that we can get with the nasty virus that's going around. And as I was reading it, I was thinking, well, I've got an oil for that. So I thought I'd come in and just share my thoughts with you on how I'm going to stay well this winter. So first of all, the first thing we need to look at is our immune system. As we all know, if we've got a high enough nutrient count, then our immune system is going to be strong. And the kind of nutrients that are being talked about at the moment as being important are zinc, vitamin D, vitamin C, turmeric. All of these are in our lifelong vitality and more. So that's one of my top tips will be to take your lifelong vitality every day. I take half a dose. I heard that for about 8.5 stone and under, half a dose is fine, which is 2 of each, and I take mine in the morning. But if I'm feeling a bit poorly, then I bring in the other 2 in the afternoon as well. So mainly it's 2 of each a day, but if I feel like I'm under the weather, then I'll up that to 2 of each in the morning, 2 of each in the evening or early afternoon. Also, 80% of our immune system is in our gut, so we need to keep that stocked and healthy, full of good bacteria, especially if you've had antibiotics over the last 18 months. So we've got PB Assist. Now we've got the adult version, which are these ones. These come in a special capsule, which means that it's a double encapsulated system, so there's a time release. So after you take the capsule, it doesn't break down in your stomach like a lot of them do. It actually goes down through into your intestines, and that second capsule opens up. So it's really quite special. I haven't heard of any other probiotics having the same delivery system. So I take those, but I like to switch it up, and every other month I'll actually take the kids ones, the PB Assist Junior. And these, if you haven't tried these yet, treat yourself. I just love them. They're like a sherbet sweet. Comes in a little tube like this. You just rip the top open and put it straight in onto your tongue, and it just makes you feel, I feel really energized as soon as I've had one of these. So at the moment I'm in my month of having these, but then next month I'll switch it back to those. So I like to just change up the bacteria that I'm putting into the body. So that's 2 things, is looking after our immune system, but also remaining calm, because our mind plays a big role in our immune system. And if we're living in fear, then we're going to be naturally lowering our immune system. So I'm going to give you an essential oil protocol that you can use to stay calm in a minute. And then we're looking at reduction of viral load. So if you've been around somebody that's been coughing and sneezing and is generally not feeling very well, then if you think about it, the virus would enter through your body, through your nose or through your mouth, and occasionally through your eyes. So if you've been around someone like that, then it's important to dilute the viral load. And one of the ways you can do that is by gargling with On Guard. So just have a glass of water, put a drop of On Guard in when you get home, and drink it back and gargle with it. So you're coating your throat with the oils, the wild orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus and rosemary. I hope you can hear me actually. If anyone's watching, let me know if you can hear me. So that's one way it will come in, but the other way obviously is if you could breathe it in through your nose. So you could get your On Guard, put a drop on your hands, rub your hands together and breathe it in. So again, you're coating all the nasal lining with those amazing oils. Have it diffusing in your diffuser as well, so that you've got it in the air and you're breathing it in. Now, if you feel like you want to go a bit further than that, then you could do a steam inhalation. And that's where you can get a bowl of boiling water and you can put a drop of air, the blend air, into the water, and then just put your head over the bowl and cover it with a towel and just take some deep breaths in through the nose, through the mouth. And it's just another way of coating the areas where you want. And you can do that 2 times a day. Now, the NHS leaflet that I was sent had lots of different symptoms. So I thought I'd go through those and share with you what oils I would use. The first one on their leaflet is fevers. So if you have a fever, those of you that have been to an intro class will know that you can lower a fever naturally with your peppermint. So you could make up a roller, or you could just put a little puddle of coconut oil on your hand and add a drop of peppermint, rub your hands together, and then rub it on the back of your neck and go down as far as you can down your spine, and then come up from the base of your spine all the way up your back as high as you can. And that will lower the body's temperature within 60 seconds of actually applying the oil. The next thing on their list was persistent coughs. Now the one I like for coughs is the Blend Air, and I would use it with a little bit of carrier oil, and I just like to rub it here on my throat. When I did this, when I had a bit of a cough, the only way I can describe it was as if the cough melted away. So that's your blend to use if you are suffering with a cough. Runny nose is another one on the leaflet. So for a runny nose, I like to do a peppermint inhalation. When you breathe the peppermint in, it gets taken in and it lines all of this area, and it actually tricks your body into stopping producing the mucus. So if you're feeling really run down and this runny nose is getting you down, then that's a way that you can clear the sinuses and actually stop overproducing the mucus. The next thing on the list was sore throat. Well, I used 2 oils actually. They both work just as well as each other. First one is tea tree, or if you bought your oils a while ago, Melaleuca will be the name on the bottle. And this topically, with a little bit of carrier oil, topically on the throat, works so quickly. But another one that a lot of my customers have said that they've used is On Guard in the same way. So topically with a carrier oil on the throat. Loss of smell and loss of taste. Now, this is a biggie for people, it seems. So some of the things I've been reading about are oils like clove, lemon, rose and eucalyptus. And what you do is you literally breathe them in, and as you're breathing them in, you tell your brain what it is. So you get your clove, put a drop on your hand, or maybe if you're doing this, make up some inhalers with a drop or 2 of these oils on. So you've got 4 inhalers. So you're breathing it in and you're telling your brain what it is. And then you do the same with your lemon, same with your eucalyptus. Now in the program that we watched, they used rose as well. That is one of the bit more expensive oils. If you haven't got rose, then you could switch it for an oil that you know what it smells like. So when you had your smell, you could recognize it. Get your favorite one and do it with that. So you're reconnecting the olfactory nerve. Excuse me. Something else I read about, which I am trying with Elise in our group, is blue tansy on large intestine point 20, which is just here. Can you see where the nose is there, the line there? Just holding that point with blue tansy and just holding it for about 1 to 3 minutes. But doing that little and often throughout the day, we've had some really good results in another group that I'm in for people that had acute loss of smell. So this was at the onset of the symptoms. Now, I don't know, Elise, you might have had it a bit longer, so we're waiting to see. We're doing a bit of an experiment with that. But if you do it, let us know how you get on. Then we've got on the list, back to the list, muscle weakness and joint stiffness. So I would be using Deep Blue with a carrier oil massaged into those areas where you're just feeling achy, or the Blend Aroma Touch, or Copaiba would be another one. And just get a bit of a carrier oil, put it on the area, and then just put a drop on and massage it in. Extreme tiredness is another symptom on their leaflet. So for that, I would say Lifelong Vitality, hands down. I'll be taking that every day. But then your oils that you can use to support it, you could have peppermint, do an inhalation. You could have some lemon in your water as well and have that throughout the day. If you're having problems sleeping, then you've got your oils like lavender, Serenity. The Serenity soft gels are amazing if you haven't tried these yet. They're different to the blend. They've got lavender in and they've got some other herbs, sleep herbs in there. 2 of those at bedtime would be a good one to really break you out of that. But other oils like vetiver are very good. And you can have them diffusing. You can put them on the bottom of your feet, breathe them in. If it's lavender, you could put a drop in some water and drink it. And that hopefully will help with your sleep issues. Memory problems. Now, for memory, we know that peppermint's really good. Breathing it in can help to clear the brain fog. Or rosemary is one that's used a lot for help boosting memory. If it's brain fog, you know, that you do get after you've had a virus, then I would put a drop of frankincense on the thumb and push it up into the roof of the mouth, and just keep doing that periodically throughout the day. Oh, it looks like I've paused. Oh no, I'm back. Hopefully you heard the brain fog one, which was frankincense. Now we've got mood. This is a big one. Anxious thoughts that come with this. So you need something to lift and calm your mood. So this is a little protocol that I would recommend that you try. And it's using various different oils. If you haven't got them all, just put the ones in that you have. It's 3 drops each of bergamot, black pepper, cypress, sandalwood, ylang ylang in a 10 ml roller topped up with fractionated coconut oil. And the way to use it is to get your roller and do a big X on the right side of your center of your body, which is where your liver is, just here. So a big X there, and you do that protocol twice a day. So you're using it morning and afternoon. You can do it more than that, but at least twice a day. Now, if you have a diagnosed liver dysfunction, then alongside that one that you've just done, make up another blend to go with it in a separate roller of 7 drops of wild orange, 5 drops of rosemary, 4 drops of helichrysum, 4 drops of Roman chamomile, 3 drops of geranium in a 10 ml roller topped up with coconut oil. And where you've drawn your X with the first blend, you're going to draw a circle around that X with the second blend, and just drink lots of water throughout the day. An affirmation, once you've drawn it, put them on your hands, breathe it in, because we know the quickest way to help with mood is actually aromatic use, getting the oils into the brain. So breathe it in, and some affirmations that you can use with this blend are, I recognize what makes me feel better. You can breathe it in. I'm able to understand and sort my feelings in positive and helpful ways. Another one is, my feelings support my best and highest good. I am safe. I am happy. So that's something that you can do to really shift you through if you are feeling a bit anxious about things. And then some other things that I've heard, I don't know if I'm on my 5 minutes yet, I hope I'm not. Some other things I've heard that really help are breathing exercises. If you do have a fluid build-up in the lungs, it will collect at the base of the lungs. So it's really important to empty your lungs to help prevent collapse of the spaces at the bottom of the lung. So breathing well, but focusing on exploration. So focusing on the breathing out, emptying the lungs, clearing out the old so that you've got space to bring in all the new oxygenated breath. And you can do something called box breathing. Now, we might have heard this before. I think Sarah might have mentioned it. Oh, hi, Michelle. She's on. Say hi if you're watching. It's always nice to know who's here. So box breathing, this is one that you can do to really help support your lungs. So first of all, you breathe out. So just with the breath that you've got in, breathing out. And then hold it there for 3, and then breathing in for 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold it there, breathing out. So I'm going to do that without talking because it's impossible. So we've got breathing out, and really empty your lungs. Hold, breathe in, 2, 3. Hold, breathe out. So you're creating that box. So you're breathing out, hold, breathing in, hold. And that's a really good way just to really empty your lungs. Make sure you're breathing properly. We breathe very shallowly, and it's not good for us. The other thing I read about was sleeping. If you do feel that you've got problems with your lungs, then don't sleep on your back. Sleep on your front in the prone position, and instead of having your pillow this way, turn it long ways so it's on your chest and head when you're sleeping down. And just doing that alone, in hospitals they've brought the saturation levels back up to a safe level. So just remembering that. And I'm going to leave you with something that I genuinely believe, that this virus in most people is mild. Okay, so don't let fear take over, because that will lower your immune response. And we have the tools to help us with all of these things. Everything there on that leaflet, we had a tool to help with. So take your lifelong vitality daily. Keep your immune system high. Use your On Guard daily. Just get it onto the body. At the first sign of a sniffle, if you've got them, take your On Guard soft gels. So these have got On Guard, Melissa, black pepper. So they're like a doTERRA ready-made flume. If you came to a class and you heard us talking about the flume, which is frankincense, lemon, On Guard, oregano, and if you're using it topically, melaleuca as well. Well, this one's already made up for you. So as soon as I feel a sniffle, I'll take 2. And then normally it doesn't come to anything. If it did come to more, then I would take 2 a couple of times a day. And the trick is as well, is when you start feeling better, just carry it on for a couple more days as well, just to make sure. Okay, so we've got all the tools. We're all here for each other. Let us know in the comments what you've tried. Just have a look, see the comments. Hi Emma, hi Kathy, hi Mary. Yeah, if you've tried anything different to what I've suggested, then let us know in the comments. We always like to learn from each other. Okay, thanks for watching. Have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.